Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. We're hunting Jiren still, but we've gone through the easy teams. Actually, no, I still do need to do the Super Saiyan 4s now that I think about it. I just haven't done them yet, but that's an easy one. So we did the future Gohan and Trunks run here today. This is the one that has frustrated me by far the most, just because in most of these runs so far, it's AGL Jiren is who gave me all the trouble. And honestly, in a lot of these runs, it's like once we got to Int Jiren, it's like we usually just win. Like, I know he's very scary with the 100% defensive ignore, but I mean, because of the limited amount of times he attacks, and because of the way I build my characters defensively, I don't really have too much trouble in that second phase most of the time. With this team, it was hell. We were just failing with all characters. I didn't even, so I put the little montage at the beginning of the video here. This is not even, that was not even, I think, half of the losses we had. That's just from the footage I didn't delete before I, finally got this winning run. It was just a very, very difficult run. I think there's probably a couple of other characters we could have toyed around with too. Remember, the leader skills, Bond, a Master, and a Disciple. The whole point of this challenge is we're just doing the 2 leader skills, right? So we need to be running Future Gohan and Trunks, and I need to be running a friend Future Gohan and Trunks. And then, I mean, trying to do my best with that. Tech Beerus we had success with in a previous run. We certainly could have tried him, right? I could have added Tech Beerus here. The one character who I was really getting pissed off with, but I feel like at points we had bad luck, was the AGL Ultimate Gohan and Gamma 1. That character can be reasonable in this run, kind of like depending upon the situations. Towards the end of it, I got a pretty good strategy that would usually work. I was mostly just trying to do Orange Piccolo on turn 4, hopefully with multiple of the tag characters, is what I was looking to do on these runs, to get past the EGL Jiren into Int Jiren, right? Again, because we get to turn 4, we could pop the Orange Piccolo active. Orange Piccolo himself does really good damage against Jiren. I have optimized his build with type attack boost and raw attack equips to further complement the amount of damage that Orange Piccolo will do to AGL Jiren. I really do think it's quite necessary. There is a lot of RNG to it, however. If we get a 3-turn Orange Piccolo, that is just such a game changer. I usually am not too conservative with my active skills here. I will let those bitches rip. Just get me to the Int Jiren phase, and then we could hopefully piece it together, is usually how my brain is working when it comes to this run, right? So we get to turn 4. My plan is to do... Now watch this. I swapped to UI Goku. I'm pretty sure that might make it to where when we leave Orange Piccolo, Jiren's debuffs are applied to UI Goku instead of Evolution Blue Vegeta. I haven't, done it enough to 100% confirm that's how it works, but I think it might be, right? So because we went into UI Goku before we went into the Orange Piccolo Giant form, I think once we leave it, again, Jiren's debuffs will be on UI Goku and not on Evolution Blue Vegeta. That way we can maximize our damage to Jiren. Remember, Jiren is, I think maybe this might be the most disgusting phase in Dokkan history. Maybe. Of these, at least in the Red Zone era. I think it's this guy and AoE Broly. Like 7th anniversary Red Zone AoE Broly. These are the 2, I think, hardest phases. I'm gonna just start saying that in the Red Zone era. Right? Because, we could go back to 2017 Dokkan with, original Extreme Tech Super Battle Road or something like that, right? Obviously. But, just in the Red Zone era, this phase is, it's torture. This Jiren is so nasty. But his debuffs, all of his key debuff, attack debuff, defensive debuff, I believe that they only apply to whichever tag character is out when Jiren's debuffs, apply. Right there, bam. Yeah, okay. Watching it back, 100%, the debuffs are applied to UI Goku, right? So now we go into Vegeta, and Blue Vegeta, Jiren's debuffs are not applied to either of these characters. So now we're able to get Blue Vegeta in slot 1. I knew we could save the Evolution Blue Vegeta active skill. We'll still have that for Int Jiren. That's huge right there, because the second tag character who you swap to, the Jiren debuffs are not applied to that character. So tag characters really are truly the secret here. Remember, keep this in mind for future bosses that debuff like this, right? Its tag characters are a cheat code against it, right? I mean, what if they ever would release a tag character that's immune to debuffs as well? Imagine that. And then even if the other character gets locked, you'd swap, and then you weren't locked anymore. Like, it'd be so crazy. So we get to Int Jiren. Again, this phase is very difficult. This was one of the runs, thankfully, where we got here without the revive having been used. It was tough for that to happen, but there was at least a couple of runs I did this where I made it to Jiren with it up. Now, especially to, I think I might move a little bit slow through this, because at this point, I mean, I don't know how many losses in total to Int Jiren. We must have lost at 15 plus times to Int Jiren alone, which, again, in all these, this was not the case in all these other runs. It's mostly AGL Jiren was farming us, but with this team, for whatever reason, a lot of it was bad luck. I mean, Blue Goku got killed a couple of times. A lot of characters did. This was me clowning around. I was frustrated. I should have realized. I was thinking Gohan has crit. Why isn't, like, but it's number one, we were using the active skill with Gamma 1. And number 2, Gohan's crit also, by the way, I think is only if a superhero ally is on rotation. But I wanted to go with the Gamma 1 active rather than the Senzu, because this would buff our active skill characters on the next rotation. So I was thinking about it long and hard, and I was like, you know what? I think the correct play here is to do that Gamma 1 active skill. Maybe not, but I felt like buffing the actives and the characters of the next turn was going to be more important than Gohan using the Senzu on this turn. Now, remember, Jiren does have the damage threshold. I think you have to do 7 million to Jiren, or you do 0. It is a huge factor in this fight. It really is. Many characters were going to be doing 0 an awful lot. When future Gohan revives into Trunks, Trunks has a lot of additionals, I think, that are 50-50s, right? So, yeah, 0, 0. Yeah. We didn't have a superhero ally on rotation either, so using the Senzu probably wasn't the best play right there in that rotation. So I think the Gamma 1 active was correct. Now, Jiren always supers in slot 2, by the way. Look at this. Unbelievable. That's dodge build, dude. My future Gohan and Trunks have a plus 30 dodge build, and we could see how effective it is. You know, the French on Twitter will tell you that shit doesn't trigger, but I mean, guess what? when you're going up against the real nasty bosses, not the quest mode shit, I mean, again, like, we could have a 100% chance to crit from the potential system in these characters. It will have no impact on the outcome of this fight whatsoever, right? But Jiren with these kill shot 100% defense ignoring attacks, it's so troublesome to deal with. So we have our first turn of UI Goku. Remember, even though we had UI Goku out that one time, we didn't actually get orbs with UI Goku, which is what causes his abilities to trigger, right? So it's like with Orange Piccolo or one of these giant forms, we could even do a little bit of a workaround in the way. I'm glad in the winning run we were able to show that little bit of tech that you could do. Again, that would be with any character where we could on-command giant form, like Goma or something like that. Because remember, with UI Goku, you don't want UI Goku out at all against AGL Jiren. Ultimate Gohan really is quite helpful in here with the amount of damage he could do, despite the fact that he gets killed here. Again, a great, well, I guess, Orange, like, I was going to say really good luck that there's no attacks in slot 3, but I suppose that doesn't really matter here. Because of the fact that we're just going to probably die and revive anyway. Unbelievable that we're on turn 7 in this fight with this team, and we still have not revived. AGL Gohan and Gamma 1, they can sometimes tank a little bit in this phase, because remember, Gohan has very high damage reduction, and then when it goes away, he gets dodge instead. So he can be a very nifty character in here, but, I mean, that doesn't... that doesn't mean it works out that well, right? A lot of our deaths, most of our deaths, were AGL Ultimate Gohan, unfortunately choking. I was terrified on this turn, by the way, because we're actually going to be 1 key shy of being able to get the 24 key attack for UI Goku, which means no EX Super, which means 1, 2, 3 attacks after we attack are going to be attacks where Goku has less dodge. Remember, Goku gets, what is it, the extra 10% dodge before he attacks. So it's like a lot of our dodge we're not going to have right here. I was so terrified right here, man. I was so nervous because it's like we had so many losses at this huge end of the fight. On a lot of these turns, I really wanted to use Blue Vegeta, too, for the damage to get the fuck out of here quicker, but it's just, like, you know, Blue Goku, I was always thinking, like, I've got to go with Blue Goku and his much higher % chance to dodge. Like, I have to. Blue Vegeta has, you know, 30% less dodge than Blue Goku. And how many, like, wins have we gotten with our 30 dodge builds, right? Like, we probably won this run because Future Gohan got all those dodges, by the way. That's why we won. So we got through here. Remember, Future Gohan, after the revive, he gets a big stat buff. Remember, he's supporting as well. Then we make it to this rotation. And then it's like, I was so nervous, but, like, we've won for sure. Because we have the Dokkan attack ready to go. We have Future Trunks ready to pop his active skill right here in slot 2. So Trunks, we pop his active skill in slot 2, and he has 100% dodge in slot 1. So we're safe there. We got the Dokkan attack, and we could put LR Ultimate Gohan in slot 2, and we should be 100% safe at that point. There should be nothing to worry about. So far, this has been the hardest run we've had, which is crazy. I feel like this shit, like, we have so many good characters here. Like, the fact that this is the hardest run we've had, the most trouble I've had with any of these teams, is crazy. I'm not sure what our next run will be. Again, maybe I'll just farm out the Super Saiyan 4 run quick, because that one should be easy. Yeah, whew. Jiren, man. There's only a couple of days left that Jiren's going to be around, so I really would like to farm as many wins from this guy as we can. I'm really having a lot of fun with this challenge, too. I find this a very fun fight, and there's a couple of other community members who are, like, you know, doing these challenge runs as well. It's fun. I'm having a ton of fun with Dokkan right now. Even though this time Jiren was farming me, I'm still having a blast. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.